Why has she always had an interest in extraterrestrials and alien abductions?
Because that is in her experience. She's experienced it. She knew it to be true.
All right. What about her interest in government and secret technology or space programs?
She's so connected to her memories, although she feels she's suppressed them. It is not important for her brain to fit in all these memories. Her human brain can only hold so many. But her connection to her soul remembers everything. So she knows what is possible. She knows what she's seen. And she wants to see it available. She wants validation that it's true.
Mm-hmm.
She has seen collective consciousness. She's experienced it. She has seen civilization without judgment or war. And so her interest in this civilization is driven by confusion, by misunderstanding. She's confused why it is the way it is, because she's seen it happen differently. And that's okay. That's part of what her energy brings.
And then the secret technology or secret space programs, she's interested in that because she's been part of those programs in some way or another, or it's because she's seen the worlds that are being explored with this technology?
Both.
Both.
She has seen other civilizations she's been a part of utilizing this technology for the betterment of all.
Mm-hmm.
And she has seen, through connection to secret space programs, the hiding of that same technology. And it has created a great distrust, which she has moved away from through reconnection to her soul, understanding that it is a collective creation and that it's okay for the collective to need to learn in this way.
Has she been part of any government secret space program in this current lifetime?
Yes.
Was she aware of that?
She's wondered.
She's wondered.
She's heard murmurings that's reminded her of herself from others who've been in the same position.
Mm-hmm.
She lived many years outside of time, which is another part of stacking her plate very full and absolutely connected to that accident.
What accident?
She is moved in her childhood experience outside of time into a program where she lived many years, had many experiences, and then time was reversed in a way. She was brought back into a younger body and enabled to live her life as if nothing had happened.
Did she live off planet?
She did. She has lived on asteroids. She has moved through different engagements with different civilizations, similar to Earth. And she has seen many places.
Did she live on any planets or places that she now has names for?
No, she does not have names for these places.
Not on Saturn or Mars or Jupiter or anything like that?
No.
Right.
She's lived farther.
Further out.
On planets with beings very similar to humans. That were being very manipulated by politics on this planet in conjunction with beings from off planet who are working with politicians on this planet. And she was not a slave in this situation.
All right.
She was working in the corporate ladder, we would say. She was an executive who made decisions that affected other people, and she was not comfortable with this. And it caused her great pain, but she did not have many choices because she was protecting her body.
She's protecting what?
Her body. She knew she had all the choices in the world, but she knew many of them would lead to painful endings. And so she did not choose those, and that is okay. That is okay. Everybody involved is learning in the way and experiencing what they are choosing to learn and experience. You do not need to hold that burden, which she sometimes does energetically. And when she came back to her childhood at this, when she was returned to her childhood as if nothing had happened, she was very depressed. She was very emotional. She was very hidden and walled off. And she was very judgmental about the structures she had seen operate callously on other planets, and how she saw those structures operate on this planet. And we understand. And that's why we needed that accident. To release, to let that part of her soul heal.
As a reset.
Yes.
So for you to tell her this information now, is there any further healing or, digging needed for her to, will this bring up, judgments or feelings that are not serving her, or is there anything that needs to be done to heal the impact of these experiences?
They're mostly in her body. Her soul is clear. Part of her soul that experienced this is healing. It has reconnected to the rest of her soul and is being supported. A new part of her soul has come down into this experience, and that soul is clear. But her body, which experienced this, holds on to it. So we ask her to use these movements, unstructured movements, to clear that energy. We do not find that she will mentally, spiritually, emotionally judge this, or that it will regress her into more judgmental realities, that this body another part of her soul have endured.
Good.
But we ask her, just like all the other stuck energies in her body, they will be helped through movement, dancing, acceptance of where her body wants to move in the moment. Even yoga, but if it's done freely, without structure.
All right. See if this is okay, a question to ask, but is there any kind of tracking going on of the people like herself that have experienced this, being regressed back in time after having been used for this program? Is she being tracked at this time in any kind of way?
Absolutely, but not just by those who would want to control. Also by those who are aware of her capabilities and want to see it be used in ways that would be helpful.
Is this of any concern in her day-to-day life? Does she need to do anything to mitigate any kind of tracking or possible consequences from the tracking?
We ask that she open herself and the ideas that she knows to be true to a greater audience, so that she can connect with those who are watching her, waiting to see if she will come into that piece of herself. We don't think there's any protection she needs to do. It is quite the opposite. She needs to expand, open, and allow, so that will draw to her people who are aware of these same things, who have been through some of these same things and want to see it, the skills she developed through that time, to be used for the betterment of all, for the release of information that has been kept hidden, through people's opening to the experience of them being possible. She will not go out and tell people, this is what I've seen, this is what I know. She will channel and allow beings to bring through information that opens people to the possibility of these realities, so that they are unable to be hidden any longer.
Nice.
Because so many people see them as inevitable, real, and possible.
Is it okay for me to ask, but who runs this program, this secret space program?
This program is run by a connection of a specific extraterrestrial planet, but the whole planet is not involved. It is one system, one caste, we would say. It's the best way to describe it that humans would understand. One caste of this planet is not agreed with by the others, and so they have pushed out the way they want to exist to other planets and star systems. And they use the technology they have to find people of like minds on these other planets. And they work with them. But Earth civilization has reached a similar level of technological advancement and will be ready to move in a different direction, in a way where this other society will not be able to hurt them for doing so, punish them for doing so, because they are on equal footing technologically.
All right. Are there any specific organizations or government bodies on planet Earth that they have contracted with or that they have agreements with?
we see it as Earth has one governing body that shows up in many different ways with many different faces.
All right.
But within that governing body, there's dissenting factions. And it will not be long that the control faction outweighs the release faction. The faction that wants technology and advancements to be shared freely. Nice. And not seen as weapons to be hidden.
Nice. Where did she go through the time reversal process, or where did she go through training or the initial induction into this program?
Underground, here on Earth.
In the Los Angeles area, or
in the New Mexico area, and then an asteroid outside of Earth.
Interesting.
Close to Earth. She made a soul contract to be a part of the hybridization program. She did make the soul contract to be a part of the space program.
Can you scan her body? Let me know if there's any parts of the body that you need to address today.
There is the right side of her body, her shoulder, her neck.
What's going on there?
She holds emotional connections to the secret space program situation that we discussed in these parts of her body. She associates them with the accident when she was hit by the car, and they are not attached to that. Now that she is aware, it will be easier to release. This will happen over time. And we ask her to invite us in to work on this when she is in the bathtub and when she is channeling for herself.
Nice. Anything else that needs to be known or addressed or healed or cleared?
No.
Wonderful. Well, it was such a joy speaking with you today. Thank you for bringing forth all of this wonderful healing information and healing. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
For more information, go to my website, jeroenqhht.com, or my Instagram page, Jeroen is Love.